What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a short review on the Simple Outdoors hardshell rooftop tent. There have been a few people I've seen commenting, wishing, or I guess asking if there was a review video out on it yet, so they could kind of get a customer's first-hand experience with it. And that's what I'm here to do for y'all today. Alright, so here is inside of the tent after it's popped up. They give you this nice ladder bag. Pull this out. As you can see, this bag they include for the ladder is actually pretty nice. All the straps on this thing are it's not like your regular backpack strap. It's more or less like a seatbelt material, which is obviously much more durable than a regular strap. So that's a positive on that, and that it includes the straps that held the the other buckles they had up there that keep the tent closed. As far as the ladder goes, one of my friends has a Free Spirit Recreation tent, and it appears to be an identical telescoping ladder to them. They must source it from the same company. Just obviously a different top here because this kind of hooks up there. So I'll show you guys installing the ladder next. Alright, here's the inside of the tent. Obviously this zip's closed. Got a nice big window viewing, out, or even when you're laying down you can see up to the sky, see some stars. There's obviously this window over here. Comes with some pockets on both sides. Good place we put our water for the night or our phones. This is the mattress that comes with it. It's kind of got a zipper cover on it, and it's actually really soft. It's about as soft as your sheets would be at home. So really we just put 2 pillows down and then have our blankets, and normally good to go as long as you don't get any dirt up here. Now one thing we did, so this mattress that it comes with, it's sufficient. We slept on it probably 5 nights or so with just this. It's just a simple foam, kind of like a topper in a way, and it was comfortable. I mean, it was fine, it was good enough. But we're gonna actually be leaving for a trip to Colorado for 9 days here from Virginia, and we wanted to be a little more comfortable for sleeping out of it for that long of a time. So this is a 2-inch gel topper from Walmart. It was 50 bucks. Full size is the one I bought, and then I just had to cut a few inches off the side over there to get it to fit in here. Lengthwise, it comes up slightly short, the full size, but no big deal. I mean, your feet are down there anyways, so that wasn't a huge concern. Now, as far as the interior of the tent, I don't know if you guys noticed before, that is I guess an escape vent for air, and also when you're opening and closing the tent, the fabric is waterproof, so it kind of has a hard time opening and closing when all the windows are, you know, shut, because there's no way for the air to escape easily or enter easily. So I guess that's the aid in opening. It also kind of lets heat rise and go out. There's a zipper to close it, so if it's gonna rain, you can close it. We've slept mainly with this big window shut for the light factor. We've slept with our head down there. There's plenty of room to sleep with your head down there, or you can sleep with it up here. It just really all depends. Down there is a little better if you want it darker in the morning when you wake up. Up here, if it doesn't really matter and you need some more airflow. I have a Milwaukee fan that actually fits up here perfect with us. I mean, it's fairly wide. I think it's 48 inches. Doesn't sound like a lot, but you get 2 people up here, it's really not so bad. It's got the gas struts here. Can't say much for quality on them yet. Of course, I've only opened and closed this thing probably 20 times or so. But they seem to be good quality, and obviously probably easily replaceable for the day that they do fail. Now, under the mattress, it's a looks like hardwood. It's kind of a composite. It's actually it's fairly nice. I was pretty surprised that it was there when we got it. These 10s right here originally had some small washers. I added these big washers to it just for the fact so they can't pull through. Not that the other ones were pulling through on me or anything. I just, you know, I just wanted to double check and kind of make it a little more sturdy for the long run. So yeah, overall interior is plenty of space. There's actually some hat hooks up there. There's one there, one up there behind the flap that's hanging there. But that's where I'll hang my hat for tonight. So it doesn't have to be down here where you can hang a lantern or anything of that sort. As far as opening and closing the tent with the extra topper in here, it's really not all that bad. Even with some pillows and blankets and stuff, there's still some room, which is what I really like about this thing, because you don't have to store it all in the truck and waste a lot of space. But here, we'll go down here. I'll show you some more of the outside. As far as closing it goes, they give you this big long strap just like every other hard shell tent. Also made of the same seat belt like material. Seems strong. Nice rubber pull grip. It's got, you gotta pull down pretty good to get it to start going down, but I mean that's a positive thing, because wind's not gonna be able to blow it shut on you or anything. They obviously have their logo, but yeah, there's actually some holes here for your windows. They roll down and then they prop out to kind of give you some more rain coverage. I've kind of found it, I just leave them rolled up and I'll set them up if it's gonna rain or something like that, but it just makes setup a little bit easier when you don't gotta mess with them. So that's kind of what I've been rolling with here lately. Your tent poles come in another brown bag resembling the ladder bag. Just kind of your standard tent pole here, or window pole for a rooftop tent. Here, let's see. Just undo this, undo this, and let your window down. Then you got your eyelet there, and then give you a little slit. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Maybe. Yes. All right. Grab another one. So that's all right. So as you can see, fairly easy to set up. You can do it with one hand, two hands, obviously a whole lot easier. The as far as the strength of this thing goes, It's very sturdy. I mean, we camped up on a mountain in West Virginia one night, and the wind was, I don't know what it was gusting up to, but it was gusting pretty good, and this thing was flopping everywhere, but it never came undone. I mean, it was bad to the point I was worried about the fox wing, and I had multiple stakes on each pole on a few of them. I mean, it was pretty bad, and it did fine. Everything held up strong, nothing's broken, nothing ripped. So I was pretty impressed with it after that night, to say the least. One other thing that was included, I'd ordered with the pre-order. I don't know if this is going to be included for people who didn't get the pre-order. I have no clue. But it's just kind of a little lantern they gave, which was nice. Hit the button for there, or one second. Or you pull it open like that, which is pretty cool. It hangs from one of those hooks I showed you guys in the tent, which is nice. We've used it. It's got a solar panel on top to charge it. Has a USB port. Didn't come with a cord. Has another weird spot for something. I don't know. Obviously just a nice little gift that they gave you. Nothing too serious, but it's definitely been useful. Alright, as far as the structure of the tent goes, it's got a stainless steel frame that runs around. It's got a some sort of coating on it, keep it from rusting. Most of everything is riveted. These screw heads you see are the screws that go through and up through that composite floor I showed you, to those 10mm acorn nuts that I added the big washers to. So how it mounts is like your standard rooftop tent. It's got the bar that runs across below your crossbar, nuts, studs that come down, and it actually comes with 2 of those bars for each mounting point, because one of the other bars slides into the rail here, and then of course you put the bolts through there before you slide it in, and it clamps down. Some of that white corrosion you see is actually, I went to the beach for 3 days with a lot of salt water, and salt in the air, and just lots of salt. So obviously it got exposed, as you can see here, if it'll focus. Yep, just some of the white corrosion, but no rust or anything. Just some corrosion, so no big deal. The bottom of this thing, it's like a honeycomb shape. It actually mounts flush to whatever you're mounting on. You know, most rooftop tents have an aluminum bar, some extrusion that goes across, and then, you know, it sets you up an inch or so. This one actually mounts flush to whatever it's mounted to. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about what you're going to mount it to. As you can see, mounted to my back cap rack, clears my 2nd gen antenna, and the roof just fine. Couldn't run a Prenzu with it though, unfortunately, unless I got a new back rack that set it up a little higher, but I kind of like it being a little bit lower. So alright, so got it all ready to close up. As you can see, this little flap here, it pulls down over the silver riveted edge here for the tent, and before I close it, there's Velcro right there. You just undo that and then kind of fold it up, and then it'll be ready to close up, but I'll show you guys that process. as you guys saw, it's all closed up now. Sometimes a little bit of the fabric over here likes to hang out. It's obviously hard to tuck that in. If you have somebody taking it down with you, it's easy for them to get them to tuck it in there while you close it down, but I mean it's no big deal. And then plus, if it does get a little wet, it's so easy to open and close. You can just pop it right up and air it out. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this review of the Simple Outdoors SkyLoft rooftop tent. I'm no way associated with them. They don't pay me. I just ordered one of their tents in the pre-order. I've spent a total of 8 nights in it so far, and I plan to spend a lot more, and I'm very happy with my purchase, and I think it's priced very competitively on the market compared to anything else you could buy. There you can kind of see the shape of the top, which helps with some of the aerodynamics, which is what kind of got me into buying a hard shell versus a soft shell. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a good one.